I didn't know of any. Do you guys have
Well,
reports?
a couple things. Number one is the pipe was opened on Gilmore Road, and that's an 18-inch pipe under the road. There was open, and we put a dam across the road out of the earth that was there. We put a dam across, so if there's any water would come down, and in fact, Kelsey Hoffman was even there when he saw it. We put it across there, and we dug it. It's set up that if any water doesn't go through the pipe, it would go across the road and down into the drain down on the regular ditch line where it's supposed to go. So that was all done last Thursday, I believe it was. We had a good, nice day. It was done and had it all done in one
The
day.
water's flowing through the pipe.
And yesterday, and rain went right, and it's all backed up. But then also the guide rails was all done on Trax Road yesterday. Interstate got it all done, and they went a little bit more, and they put some reflectors on each end of the.
I saw that. They kept the price the same. I saw
And
the
they did,
bill come through. We don't even have to make it. They put the reflectors on at the same price.
Right.
Which wasn't even in the bid.
Right, and the only thing was, we had, the road crew guys did go over there to do the flagging, and they're all certified to do the flagging, and they did the flagging so we wouldn't have to be charged extra for that, so the road crew guys did that, so that's all done.
I wasn't gonna do a report, but it just came to mind. I read in Sunday's newspaper, and I knew of this, but I read in Sunday's newspaper, so I feel free to mention it now, that Mr. Eskin, a former supervisor, just had a living transplant from his sister.
Wow.
And so, he had told me and my husband back at Thanksgiving that he had a cancer issue and that since he was in the newspaper on Sunday, I feel free to say it now, but if all of you could say a prayer for his transplant to take, but his, sister gave a live transplant of liver transplant to Mr. Eskin, so.
Right.
I can't say whether or not that's why he resigned or anything like that, but he's been struggling with cancer. And so they had a nice story in the Observer Reporter, so you guys want to read it and say a little prayer for Mr. Eskin. Okay, so